Imagine for a moment, you're Keanu Reeves, a man loved by millions for his kindness as much as his blockbuster movies. Yet tonight, you find yourself standing alone on the glittering deck of one of the world's most luxurious yachts. You look around, laughter sparkles through the air. But not for you. Expensive champagne is raised in toasts. Celebrities, business moguls, and heirs to empires gather in tight circles, their eyes sliding over you, some sneering, some confused. You feel every lingering glance, every whispered word. How does it feel to be a legend on the outside, to have everything and still have nothing? Little do they know the night is about to change everything. Stay with us. You won't forget what happened next. Just days before, Keanu's agent gives him the news. He's been personally invited by billionaire Maxwell Crane to the most exclusive summer party in Monaco. 3 days at sea with the world's most influential people. Keanu hesitates. Lavish parties were never really his scene, but he accepts, hoping for new connections, maybe even rest. While others plan elaborate wardrobes, Keanu packs his old duffel bag, a battered book, a faded pair of jeans, and his favorite black t-shirt. When he arrives at the port, there are no bodyguards or flashing cameras. Just Keanu, blending with the crowd, unassuming. The party hostess hesitates as he boards. "Welcome, Mr. Reeves. We weren't sure you'd come." He smiles, genuine calm. Inside, he wonders what's in store. Inside, marble floors gleam. Classical music drifts on the breeze, and trays of caviar glide past on silver platters. Keanu politely introduces himself to the first group of guests, an oil magnate, a pop star, a couture designer. Their smiles freeze instantly as they recognize him, eyes flickering over his inexpensive clothes. The oil tycoon forces a handshake, his wife quickly turning away. Keanu is it. Like the actor. The pop star smirks. "Did studios stop paying you?" Keanu laughs, light and easy, but inside he feels the chill. As he moves from one group to another, it's the same. A moment of surprise, followed by dismissal. He finds himself gradually edged toward the decks, with only the staff offering true smiles. The day unfolds under a dazzling sun as the yacht cruises the cobalt blue of the Mediterranean. Laughter erupts over private jokes and tales of lavish luxury. Keanu attempts light conversation, asking a fellow guest about sailing. She laughs, dismissive. "Oh, I suppose you take ferries, not yachts." Others follow. When board games come out, "Sorry, seats are full." When swimming in the yacht's infinity pool, one guest leaves as Keanu sits, muttering, "This isn't a community pool, you know." The slights are endless, just sharp enough to sting, never enough to confront. Keanu endures, offering soft retorts, but inside an old ache returns, the familiar feeling of being out of place. Yet if you watched closely, you'd see Keanu's quiet heroism shining through. During the day, he notices a young server struggling to balance a heavy tray. Glasses come crashing down. In seconds, Keanu's down on the deck, helping gather shards. Not a word of complaint only. "Don't worry, we all drop things sometimes." Later, a crew member's hat blows overboard. Keanu jokes with the ship's tender crew, convincing them to fish it out, and then returns it with a smile. When one of the guests rudely snubs a waiter, Keanu thanks the worker personally, even remembering his name. No cameras, no audience, just real human warmth, unnoticed by most but deeply felt by those he helped. That evening, the dining hall glows under golden lights. 24 seats, finest linens, a 6-course meal. The hostess stands, raising a crystal flute. To living without limits. The crowd cheers. Champagne flows. Conversation turns to private jets, investments, and designer brands. Suddenly, a guest slams his glass. Keanu, everyone here pilots their own boats. What's your ride? A city bus. Roars of laughter. Someone adds, maybe he's method acting as a drifter. The table erupts, all eyes on Keanu. For a moment he considers retaliating. Instead, he raises his glass. Actually, I do take the bus. Never miss a sunrise that way. His words hang in the air. Some smirk, but a few are quietly moved. The teasing dims just a little. Night falls and the mood shifts. The yacht hits a patch of rough seas. Plates clatter and drinks spill. Suddenly, a small cry slices through the revelry. The billionaire's young daughter, enthralled by the view, has wandered too close to the rail. The ship lurches. She loses her footing. In a flash, Keanu bolts forward, heart racing, guests frozen. His hand snatches her just as she slips, arms swinging her back onto the deck with desperate strength. For a moment, everyone is silent. The waves crash, the girl sobs, her mother screams in shock and gratitude. The host, pale, clutches his daughter, tears streaming. Keanu simply checks her for injuries, steady and focused, comforting her until the panic passes. As adrenaline fades and calm returns, whispers sweep the crowd. Did you see that? Isn't he the actor who helped that woman at the airport? I heard he gave his Matrix salary to charity. Stories of Keanu's quiet generosity ripple through the guests. The time he waited in line to buy lunch for a homeless stranger. The rumors of his gifts to sick children and tips to workers. The captain steps forward sharing. He's visited this ship before, brought coffee for the whole crew. The guests are stunned. Their judgments crack. The billionaire, eyes wet, embraces Keanu with a trembling. Thank you, you saved my world. For the first time, status no longer matters. Only the measure of a man's heart. The party transforms. Gone is the snobbery. Humility fills the breezy decks. Guests gravitate to Keanu, learning about his life, his struggles, his philosophies. Keanu shares stories not of movies and red carpets, but of his sister's illness, his own losses, and how he finds meaning not in wealth but in ordinary moments. In gratitude, in sunrise bus rides, in helping wherever he can. The yacht's atmosphere grows open, genuine. The billionaire makes a toast. Tonight, our richest guest reminded us that character is wealth that cannot be sold or stolen. For the rest of the voyage, laughter comes more easily. The walls are down, the hearts unfurled. Keanu finally belongs not for his fame, but for his soul. When the yacht docks back in Monaco, a hush falls over the guests. They hug and thank Keanu, not the Hollywood superstar, but the gentle, courageous man they truly met. The young girl presses a seashell into his hand. A simple thank you. The crew shakes his hand. Grinning with respect, Keanu pauses at the gangway. Looking back at the shimmering yacht, he smiles content. For all the humiliation, he changed hearts by simply staying true, reminding everyone that dignity isn't found in fortune, but in kindness, humility, and grace under pressure. As viewers, maybe that's the lesson for us too, to see the soul, not the suit. That's the power of being real, no matter where life takes you. Have you ever stood alone, only to surprise everyone by staying true to yourself? Share your story below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more emotional real-life stories. Until next time, remember, kindness always wins, sometimes in ways you least expect.